Good afternoon and thanks for joining us. The Weather Channel is under a storm alert as Hurricane Isabel makes its way on shore. I'm Rich Johnson.
And I'm Janetta Jones. We continue our live coverage, but first let's look at the latest on the hurricane. It is now packing winds of 100 miles per hour as it moves on shore. Movement is northwest at 18 miles per hour. And want to give you the latest information that has just come off the printer. Estimated near latitude 34.6 north, longitude 75.9 west, or about 35 miles east of Cape Lookout, North Carolina. Want to go over the hurricane warnings that are still in effect from Smith Point, Virginia, and Chincoteague, Virginia, south to Cape Fear, North Carolina.
Our satellite radar picture here shows us that the eye is starting to make landfall on the Outer Banks of North Carolina. Some very strong gusty winds have been reported. You can see some of the winds on the coast of the Carolinas here. Ocracoke has already had a gust of 98 miles per hour and already gusty winds over 50 back up toward Virginia Beach. Helping us track Isabel, our meteorologist, out in the thick of the storm. Mike Seidel is in Virginia Beach, Virginia. Jim Cantori is on the Outer Banks of North Carolina in Kill Devil Hills. Jeff Morrow is in Radio City, North Carolina, near Morehead City. And Bill Keneally is to their north in Ocean City, Maryland. Let's begin our coverage with Jeff Morrow. Jeff, how strong are the winds right now?
Oh, Rich, it's blowing hard. We are in the western eye wall from what we understand, and it's a big difference from where I'm standing right here. Let me show you something. If I move over here, the winds really start to pick up. We've had winds gusting over hurricane force here as we've headed on through the afternoon. I want to give you some new information, and this wind is kind of taking my breath away a little bit, so bear with me. And there's a lot of rain and spray in the air. In what they call down east Carteret County, out toward the Cedar Island area, that's the western end of where the ferry comes off Ocracoke Island. A large part of that island is underwater right now from what we understand. There's water in people's living rooms. A lot of those are one-story houses. Whoa! That's a hurricane gust right there. Again, I measured one just a little while ago at about 68 miles an hour, sustained at 55. Again, I would recommend that people do not come out in this kind of weather. It's way too dangerous out here. Let's go up the beach a little bit now and go to Jim Cantori. Jim, I'm going to try to send some of this up your way.
And no doubt we're going to pick it up right where Jeff left off, Hatteras Island. We got big time overwash there. Then you come up this way. We're just starting to get into the surge now, and the winds gusting to minimal hurricane force at times. That is definitely enough to knock me off my feet, I'll tell you that. But these waves are huge. They're just coming up, starting to bang up against these big dunes here, and where we have the cut between the dunes, that water is just starting to rush on through here. There's a little hotel, and unfortunately some of that water lapping up against the outside of that hotel. Now what about in areas that we don't have the dunes? Let me take you 5 miles north. This is Keehawk, North Carolina. Oh boy, we got some huge overwashing through here. Again, we haven't even gotten into the maximum surge yet. This is just wave action with the beginnings of the surge. So what we're going to be talking about is more overwash and more problems for some of these homes here that basically just sit on the stilts.